Across the globe, nations are racing to build bigger, faster, and smarter infrastructure than ever before. Towering skyscrapers are pushing through the clouds, tunnels stretch for miles beneath oceans, and bridges rise above vast expanses of water. These megaprojects are redefining the way we move, trade, and connect. Now, Tasmania faces a defining moment of its own. Plans are emerging for a bridge that could change everything about how the island connects to the rest of Australia. It's a project with extraordinary promise and extraordinary risk. To succeed, Tasmania will need to draw on the lessons of the world's most ambitious builds, learning from both their triumphs and their disasters. Because when billions of dollars and decades of work are on the line, there are no second chances. In 2025, the term Megaproject has a very specific meaning. These are undertakings measured not just in size, but in their complexity, cost, and ambition. Most have budgets exceeding $1 billion and require extensive planning, cutting-edge engineering, and years, sometimes decades, to bring to life. Megaprojects have the power to completely reshape economies and societies. They're more than construction sites. They're symbols of national identity and progress. Consider the Dubai Creek Tower, currently planned to rise more than 1,300 meters into the sky, surpassing the 828-meter Burj Khalifa as the tallest structure on Earth. Once complete, it's expected to generate billions in tourism revenue and cement Dubai's position as a global architectural capital. In Northern Europe, the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel is on track to become one of the longest combined road and rail tunnels ever built. Stretching 18 kilometers beneath the Baltic Sea, it will reduce travel time between Denmark and Germany from 45 minutes by ferry to just 10 minutes by train. The tunnel has a projected cost of $7.4 billion and is expected to handle 16,000 vehicles and 180 trains daily once operational. These projects are staggering in their ambition. They create jobs, boost economies, and redefine what's possible in engineering. But they also carry enormous risk, delays, overruns, and public backlash that can derail even the boldest plans. Tasmania, Australia's only island state, is famous for its dramatic landscapes, wildlife, and vibrant culture. Home to 570,000 people, it plays a key role in Australia's tourism sector, welcoming more than 1.2 million visitors annually. But Tasmania's geography also presents a challenge. Currently, the island's main connection to mainland Australia relies on ferries and flights. The Spirit of Tasmania ferry service, which runs between Devonport and Melbourne, carries around 450,000 passengers and 105,000 vehicles each year. While vital, this service is heavily dependent on weather conditions, leaving it vulnerable to storms and delays. Air travel provides another crucial link, but it's costly and increasingly strained as tourism and population growth rise. In 2024 alone, Tasmania's airports handled nearly 3 million passengers, a figure that is projected to grow steadily in the coming years. A bridge could change that forever. It would offer a direct, reliable road connection to the mainland, slashing freight transport costs and opening new opportunities for trade and tourism. Emergency response would become faster and more dependable, particularly during natural disasters or ferry service interruptions. For local communities, the potential benefits are huge. Travel times could be cut dramatically, local businesses could reach new markets, and Tasmania's economy could integrate more closely with the rest of Australia. But there are also valid concerns. Environmental groups have warned that a bridge of this scale could disrupt sensitive marine ecosystems and cultural heritage sites. And then there's the cost. Early estimates suggest a project like this could easily exceed $10 billion, making it one of the largest infrastructure investments in Australia's history. Balancing these hopes and concerns will be key to moving forward responsibly. History is filled with examples of mega projects that started with grand visions and ended in chaos. The Sydney Opera House is one of the world's most famous landmarks, but its construction was anything but smooth. When ground was broken in 1959, the project was budgeted at 7 million Australian dollars and expected to take 4 years. Instead, it took 14 years to complete, with final costs soaring to 102 million Australian dollars, more than 14 times the original estimate. While the Opera House ultimately became a source of national pride and global recognition, the financial strain and political fallout were immense. It stands today as both a triumph and a cautionary tale. In Germany, Berlin-Brandenburg Airport faced a different kind of disaster. Construction began in 2006 with an expected opening in 2011. But design flaws, safety issues, and bureaucratic mismanagement delayed the project repeatedly. When it finally opened in late 2020, the cost had ballooned to $7.3 billion, nearly triple the original budget. These examples reveal a hard truth. When projects lack thorough planning, clear leadership, and strong accountability, they can spiral out of control. The consequences aren't just financial. They erode public trust and can stall economic growth for years. For Tasmania, avoiding these mistakes will be critical. Early-stage preparation must include independent audits, realistic budgeting, and robust contingency plans. A few months spent carefully planning now could save billions. While some megaprojects falter, others become shining examples of what's possible when vision meets precision. The Øresund Bridge, connecting Denmark and Sweden, is widely celebrated as one of the most successful infrastructure projects of modern times. Completed in 2000, it features a unique combination of a cable-stayed bridge, an artificial island, and an undersea tunnel. The entire project was finished on time and within its $4.1 billion USD budget, an extraordinary achievement for something so complex. Environmental protection was a top priority throughout the build. Engineers carefully monitored marine ecosystems and adjusted construction techniques to minimize harm to local wildlife. Today, the Øresund Bridge carries more than 20,000 vehicles and 80,000 train passengers every day, while also serving as a symbol of international cooperation between Denmark and Sweden. In Saudi Arabia, the NEOM project offers a glimpse into the future of smart city design. Spanning 26,500 square kilometers, it aims to integrate renewable energy, AI-driven infrastructure, and sustainable living practices from its very foundation. While still under construction, NEOM represents a bold push toward redefining how cities are built and powered. For Tasmania, these examples provide a roadmap. A bridge that incorporates sustainable materials, renewable energy systems, and real-time monitoring could set a new global standard. Building green from day one will be far more cost-effective than retrofitting later. And it will show the world that Tasmania is serious about protecting its environment while pursuing growth. Turning this vision into reality will require more than just concrete and steel. It will require trust, transparency, and a clear strategy informed by the world's best practices. Applying global lessons is the first step. By studying what went wrong with projects like Sydney's Opera House and Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, Tasmania can avoid costly mistakes. By embracing the success factors of the Øresund Bridge, it can build efficiently, sustainably, and on schedule. Community engagement will be just as critical. Major infrastructure projects often fail when people feel unheard or excluded. Planners must involve residents early, address concerns openly, and demonstrate how the bridge will deliver tangible benefits for everyone. Done right, this bridge could do more than connect Tasmania to mainland Australia. It could connect communities, stimulate business growth, and position Tasmania as a leader in sustainable infrastructure. It could become a landmark of modern engineering and a symbol of collaboration between nature, technology, and society. Around the world, the greatest megaprojects showcase what humanity can achieve when ambition meets innovation. They also serve as stark reminders of what happens when planning falls short. For Tasmania, this bridge represents an unprecedented opportunity. It's a chance to redefine the island's role within Australia and create a lasting legacy for generations to come. If Tasmania can harness the lessons of the past, embrace cutting-edge design, and build with transparency and care, This project won't just connect two pieces of land. It will connect Tasmania to a brighter, more resilient, and more sustainable future.